This is my screencast on the water filtration system that I created. Before I even started anything, when I unpackaged all of my materials that I was given, I decided to do a little bit of research because I really wasn't sure where I should be going from here. Although I had all of the supplies that I needed, I really wasn't sure exactly how I was going to use them. And then when I was looking at the YouTube video that we were required to look at, it kind of gave me a little bit of background information about how I was going to use the concept of our actual Earth surface to be able to create my own water filtration system. So I first started by putting holes around the cup so that way I was able to layer it, as well as putting holes at the bottom of the cup so that way the water was able to move through the system. And as I was doing that, I decided to go with this system. So I started off with the cheesecloth on the top. Underneath the cheesecloth, I had mesh. Then I had a gravel surface with a coffee filter underneath it, just in case any of the gravel leaked through. I also had sand, charcoal, alum, and then that turned into my clean water. So as you can see, this is me conducting the experiment. I was pouring in some dirty water that I created using some soil that became obviously soil water, but I used it at the top and then it filtered through. And by the time that I was finished, you can see that my water at the bottom was a lot clearer than what I had with the alum. So some of the things that I reflected upon, I believe the order of my materials gave me clear results, but I probably would have done the mesh material a little bit later in the sequence, as well as the push pins. I thought they were a little bit difficult for me to use because they got into the way when I was trying to put a cup inside of another cup, so I kind of had to pull them out a little bit so that way I was able to push them in. And this could have probably been avoided if I would have used smaller cups than the one that I actually used. So my level of inquiry, based upon what we didn't really develop our own problem or question. We were posed it. We were given the problem of trying to create a water system, and based upon the information that we received, it was us having a question of how we could use it and how we could replicate the Earth's surface. So I would say that we really didn't have a 3 in this case based upon that. But I do believe that we were able to come up with our own procedure and method of how we wanted to produce this based upon the fact that we weren't really given any background information of which type of layers would work the best and which different materials would replicate others. So based upon that, I put us to put this actual experiment in the 2 category because although we had the problem and the question posed to us, the procedure, the method, and then the solution to our problem was absolutely constructed by us. So then we were able to figure out what the best method was in our construction. And this is my podcast.